we're really all here right now is to really figure out when you build a property, or if you have an existing property, what's going to happen when new supply comes into the market. So essentially, you can fill a property by three things. You can steal market share, and that would really be a function of how resilient were your incumbents in the market. You can grow the pie and create demand, essentially build it and they will come, or you cannot fill it. So recently, we have data right now through the NIC MAP Data series through the fourth quarter of 2015. And that data has shown that occupancy improvements occurred in the fourth quarter of 2015. Demand is generally keeping up with construction completions. If I break down seniors housing into independent living and assisted living, independent living occupancy was the best it's been since 2007. Best occupancy since 2007 for independent living. And rent growth was actually the strongest it's been since 2009 for independent living.
And our resident profile is changing. That resident profile was the greatest generation profile, and everyone was much more homogenized. They went off to war together, they came back together, they lived in all, the same type of housing. So they didn't have the same demands. Now we're getting into the silent generation. We're eventually going to get into the baby boomers. So their profile is completely different than that generation, and the product that we built before is no longer going to be product that's as desirable.
What kind of always gives us pause is in some markets, there's a development, but a lot of times we see inexperienced developers, meaning not inexperienced in senior housing. And they go out and try to find a third-party management for an operator versus, kind of a team that is put together that has been in the industry and can build it, design it, and run it at the end, which we believe is just a more favorable type of situation.
Yes, we look for someone that we want to work out a problem with first, because things are going to go bump in the night. We're looking for someone who's professional, that has been through this before, and that, and we work with a lot of institutional funds that are professional. They're going to be very hard to do business with, but it's practical, it's not personal, it's just business.
We had a focus group recently with the seniors and the adult child, because we really market to that adult child with the interior design and the architectural elements. And hands down, they say, I would live here, and I'm proud that my mom lives here. And more importantly, we love coming here. But we've tried to strategically, we rewrote every policy and procedure of how we do things.
I think there's a lot of demand now for getting exposure to the asset class. And I think, if you have, again, it comes down to sponsorship, it comes down to track record. If you have a good long track record and have been in this industry for an extended period of time, I think it's pretty easy to raise as much money as you want to raise.